Oof. You're recording me. Scratch my butt and you're recording me. He's keeping it real with you guys. I had an itch. Crazy how different it looks if I do different things. If I crouch, then I get that. If I extend,
So we're talking about your leanness.
I am getting lean, guys. I am getting lean. I'm gonna step on the scale. I haven't hit the 140s. Wow.
How many?
Last year I was at 153. I maintained 153. And then I started to gain, and then my highest was 156, 157. And then I decided let's start cutting for summer. So I've been slowly cutting. 149, guys. 149. I have to step on the scale to prove it. Last time someone didn't believe me. But when I said I was bigger, they're like, you're not that big. So, anyways. Oh, stop moving. 149. Look at that, 10% body fat, which is totally bullshit. And then it's funny because then it recommends a diet of like 3,200 calories to maintain my supposed 10% body fat. It's quite hilarious.
So
don't listen to scales, guys. I mean, yeah, I like to use them for reference sometimes. Just, you know, like knowing that I'm 157, I know there's space to lose weight. So that for that reason, I know I can weigh myself. But if you're at a place where it's like if I'm at 145, I will no longer weigh myself. Because there's really no more space for losing weight, but there is space for improvement. There's space for fat loss, muscle gain. There's space for changing your body composition without anything happening to the scale. So don't let it discourage you. And then also if you're a beginner, even more so a beginner who started weightlifting, that's even more important because when you first initially start weightlifting, you do gain weight from weightlifting, and that's because your muscles retain water. So it's normal for a beginner to gain like 3 or 4 pounds of just water weight. It's not fat. And the same thing if you do see a decline, like 10 pounds rapidly, like in a week, don't think it's fat. It's great. It most likely means that you regulated your diet, you started being more consistent, more regular. It means you probably started eating a little bit more at a deficit, meaning less food in your stomach, which means you weigh less. So an instant 10-pound loss doesn't necessarily mean fat loss, but it does mean, you know, hey, things are moving, you got your diet down, keep on going. So that's just a quick thing I wanted to talk about that. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing to currently lean. Usually to lean down, I add in more activity. I don't take out too much calories. And that's just because it simply works for me. I like doing that. It feels good on my body. When I go in too low of a deficit, my body retaliates. And even if I don't and I just start working out more, it retaliates for a while and then I get bloated. So seems counterproductive, right? Because you're trying to lose weight, and then instead for like a week or two, I'm like bloated, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? This tummy's big. And my body specifically does this. Not everyone's does, but I have heard from many clients who are like, I'm eating less than I am. I'm a little bloated. What's going on? I'm like, give it a week, let your body regulate, and they come back and be like, holy shit, I'm so lean. Whereas other people right away feel lean like the next day of like tracking macros, which macros do work. And that question is going to come up. Are you tracking? I am, but I'm not tracking based off the charts. Okay, so for me, because I've done so much over the years.
You're not eating 3,000 calories?
No, no. I don't follow calculators because I used to. And it worked for me in the beginning somewhat. There's a flaw in macros, and that flaw is that it cannot determine your metabolism. That is the biggest flaw. That's why when I start someone on a plan, it's so important that they send progress photos weekly. And I urge them to, because it's like, yes, the charts said you should be here. Should you be here? Is your metabolism slower? Is it faster? Do you need less? Do you need more?
Your lifestyle.
If you're not progressing and you swear you're doing everything right, honesty is so important in this business. I can't even, do not get a coach and then lie to them. This will fuck with our minds, because we're like, well, if it ain't working for you, then this should work for you. If that ain't working for you, what the fuck is going on? You know, so the worst thing you can do is lie. It's only hurting you. Honesty is huge.
But also don't get fooled by trainers.
Yes.
That everything's the same.
What do you mean?
For everyone's the same thing.
Like macros?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Giving
it's
you
going
the
to be
same
different
thing.
for everybody, macros. Okay, so the point is that my macros are not based off charts. It's because for so many years now, 5 years, I've been bulking. It's a 5-year journey, guys. So what I've been doing is a lot of times, like, I'll go to my bulk calories, to my maintenance calories, to my deficit, then work my way back up, back to my bulk. And I did this repeatedly. I learned that, 2200 is a joke. That is not a bulk for me. Nothing happens there at all. 24. Nothing happens there. 26, I start seeing something, but not very much. 3,000, yes, that's a bulk for me. 3,000 calories. Did the charts tell me so? No. Am my metabolism a little bit faster than most people? Probably. So I had to eat 3,000. And then the charts tell me, oh, for fat loss, you need to be at 1,700. For fat loss at 1,700, I am completely depriving my body. I will get super skinny, super shriveled. I'm not going to be at the body type I like.
And also that doesn't mean that you have to eat 3,000 to bulk right now, either now.
No, because things change. So right now, if I wanted to bulk, I would not go anywhere close to 3,000. I needed that in the beginning. I needed that when I was super skinny, when I had a lot to gain. Now, if I wanted to gain a little bit, I'd be gaining a little bit. So I would not go for something like 3,000. This is why I hate to share, because everyone's like, well, where are you at? What calories are you eating? My calories are not going to work for everyone. Not to mention, apparently being tall is not common, because when somebody finally finds a tall person, oh my god, you're tall, you're actually tall. So because I'm taller, I do eat more than the average person. So that's another thing you got to keep in mind. So right now, I am eating about a 2,000 calorie diet, give or take, but I can't tell people to eat that for a deficit. For a lot of people, that's not a deficit. And for some people, they need more, So I listen to my body, and I up my calories based off of experience and how I feel. I'll go to where I need to be. And then I won't drop unless, like, say, I'm getting older and all of a sudden 2,000 ain't working for me, because that's a factor, your age. Then I'm going to have to start climbing down from there. Or not climbing down.
So your lifestyle and activity matters a lot.
Lifestyle, activity, your age, your height. There's so much that matters. And yeah, also what I'm doing, which I'm going to show you guys what I started to include in my diet, or not my diet, in my regimen to get leaner. And it's mostly workout, not hugely diet. I did clean up my diet, as in I'm making sure I don't have days where I overeat or undereat. I wasn't tracking, I was estimating, like, that's about that much, that's fine. But when you really track, you make sure you eliminate that over 100 calories that day, over 150, because that will slow things down. So that's why I went back to tracking, is because tracking will always get you on the right path. It's going to make sure that you hit the numbers you need and no goofing around, So let's go downstairs and do that.
And also, it's not easy right now with the quarantine.
It's a lot of lack of motivation, which is weird. At first I felt like I got all the time in the world now. This is fantastic. But then it's like, well, why am I doing it? To live in a house all day long. So like it's easy to lose motivation. But you're doing it for your health. Anyways, let's go down so I can start my workout. Alright, so we moved in the bike. I had it in the office, then I told him to move it into the garage, because I'm like, it's getting nicer, we're gonna use it. It ended up not being good in the garage, because it was one of those things where, like, you're kind of around the house, maybe you could do a little bit of workout, but you kind of want to go in the garage to do it, So it just, we brought it back in. We brought it back in for that reason. So I think we've both been using it because it's been in here. Not just sitting in the garage.
Because it's so easy. You could just watch TV and do it.
Yeah, and then get lost in conversation, which is the best thing. When you go there, you isolate yourself, and when you're isolated, time seems like pass by way slower. So anyways, there's a dial from 1 to 8, and I start around 7, and then it slowly goes all the way to 5, or 4 when it starts getting too intense. I'm gonna do 10 minutes. Sometimes I'll split it, do 5, then go to my upper body session, and then end with another 5. Or I do it all in one sit. We'll see how I feel. I'm like dying at 5 minutes. I'll just go. I hate doing cardio. This one hurts though. In my defense, it's not like being on the treadmill. On the treadmill, you could easily do like 20 solid minutes of like feeling fine.
But there's a little slight difference.
Like within a minute, you're like, oh, my muscles, they hurt.
But there's a little slight difference on your legs because you work them better, so you get a little pump.
Compared to the treadmill, we went down a notch. I like it because it does work my legs. I get a crazy muscle pump, whereas the treadmill, you're not really engaging any muscle unless you're doing some crazy thing on the treadmill. But it's also good if you're feeling super bloated. At the end of the night, get on, do a couple minutes, you'll feel better. At least that's what you use it for. Like, I just hear you paddling. Anyways, I can't talk anymore. I'm 2 minutes in and my legs are burning. All right, so I did 11 minutes and a half. Sometimes you do a little extra to reach like a different milestone. We always say, I'm gonna do 10 minutes. 13 minutes later, it's like, like I was trying to reach the mile or the calories. So 138 calories burned, 128, 3.3 miles, and 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Woo, that's good. And jello legs. I just get a good pump from them. That's why I like the bike. I won't get that on the treadmill, walking or running. So yeah, I'm gonna take a breather and then we're gonna head in the garage. Whew. All right, you guys missing the inside of my gym? I told you guys I stopped recording my workout simply because I don't want to shove it in your face that I have a home gym and you don't, or I can, you know, lift heavy and you can't.
So they
I
haven't
always
been.
feel bad about things like that.
They haven't been here in 3 months.
3 months. We did one in quarantine, but it was beginning quarantine. A leg day, I think. Is that a little fine on camera?
Yeah.
I'm
Sure.
smacking my bun to the side. So yeah, we're back in here, but we're doing dumbbells. I'm just here for the fresh air and the atmosphere. I like working out here more than the house. Now normally my upper body days are heavy, as in 20 to 25 pound dumbbells. I'll be doing 25-pound plates. But the idea is not to build up my arms. I actually do like the size that I have on my arms. When there's no fat covering them up. So I'm not trying to build any mass or take my muscle to that extent where it's, you know, tearing fibers and growing stronger and bigger, because I really don't care to build my upper body like that. I love cute summer dresses, and you know, I like the ones that fall off the shoulder, and I just feel like, personally, my opinion is if, you know, your shoulders are really big, you lose that ability to wear those super
So you don't want to
girly
look cut.
stuff. I don't even know about, I don't mind looking cut. I don't want to grow. You know, like I don't want to grow anymore. I'm happy when I'm lean, which they are finally getting a little bit leaner. Before, like, I was like, no, it looks a lot bigger. Like, now I see it's even hard to do it if I'm smushing my arm. That's good, you know? I want to see muscle definition. I don't want it to be bulky in the upper region. So 12s and 8s till burnout. Lots of reps. This is why I don't like doing upper body, because it's fun doing it heavy and only cranking a couple reps, but feeling that intensity. In this case, you have to make up for it with a lot of reps, but it's the outcome you want. Sometimes you can't work out aimlessly. I always say this: when you work out aimlessly, are you working towards a specific goal? Because then when you overdo a muscle, it takes a lot of time of neglecting that muscle before it goes down. And so, see, like, these are not as big anymore. You notice my traps are not as big anymore? And I think
that's the hardest part, to like stop working.
The hardest part is to realize it and then stop.
Stop working.
Before it gets out of hand.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. You cannot target fat. Spot reduction isn't a thing. I've spoken about it very many times. People, what can I do to get my weight smaller? What foods can I eat? What workout can I do? You can't. You gotta eat at a deficit. And then your body is gonna decide where you're gonna burn fat from first and fastest. That's just how you're genetically built. Eventually your entire body will lose fat. Don't worry, you'll burn fat from your entire body. But where or how fast you lose it will depend on your genetics. Which I was getting to my point of what, oh, but you can target muscle, which is, you know, a perk. That's how you build your glutes. That's how, you know, girls who have big glutes but no upper body, sometimes you'll call bullshit, but a lot of times, like, well, these girls may not want an upper body. And if you ain't bicep curling, you ain't getting biceps, you know, it's that simple.
Same thing with a six-pack.
Same for guys who, you know, only do upper body day and they have what they like to call chicken legs. It's because they're not targeting that muscle. So it's up to you what you want to target and what you don't want to target. So when you think of it like that, you are literally your work of art. All right, so I changed up my upper body day. It's like 3 or 4 things that I burn out. Biceps, because I like biceps, you know, it's cute, whatever. I'll do 3, then I'll go to the side, 1, 2, 3, and then back to the front. And like I said, because I'm not doing heavy, I'm able to do a lot more, but it's okay. From this workout, I will transition into a shoulder press. And then I'll just finish that circuit. I'll do 2 more sets of that circuit. So you see how many I could do? If I was doing my 20s, I wouldn't be able to do this much. It's so weird not looking at myself in the mirror. Sorry, guys.
You get a better motion range, no? Looking.
Yeah, you get better range of motion, but it's motivating to see the muscle being worked and pumped. And also, if you're a beginner, it helps you realize, you know, when you're doing something that's not correct. Like, you know, maybe you're bringing your arms too low. Maybe you're resting, or you saw someone doing it and they didn't quite look like that. Someone who's more advanced. And you perfect it. You know, you're like, okay, you know when to stop your elbows and not go too low. And that visual really helps. Looking in the mirror has been proven to be more effective when you work out. That's why gyms have so many mirrors. It's very effective. I miss my mirror. I haven't had a mirror in front of my smooth machine for a while because I moved my smooth machine down. Alright. So I'm going to repeat that 2 more times. Woo, yeah, you see that nice pump? Then I go to the side. You see a nice bicep curl there. I gotta like imagine it in my head when I'm doing it facing you. I was actually compared recently to a girl. I'm not gonna call out her name. She just seems like a great girl. She works out. Her body is different than mine. She's like, well, she has more muscle. She must be a better trainer. It's a funny concept, you know, because like I just said, preference is key here. Whereas like, can I get a body like that? Yes. Did I have a body like that where like I'm pumping and you're seeing cut? Just look at a video a year ago or more. But then it hit me, I didn't want that. More like I wore my cute sundress that I always wore and I was like, you know, I don't want to have resting bicep mode. That's just not for me. I want to have toned arms that require this to see that I have muscle, you know? But if not, I don't have that resting bicep, gonna kill you look. That's just not my preference. There are girls who love that, who absolutely love that very muscly look, and that's perfectly fine. It doesn't make someone more educated because they don't have a certain physique as someone else. It's just, it's preference. If you like that body, fine, go watch my videos from a year ago and do what I was doing there. You'll get it too, you know?
Well, even 4 years ago.
If I wanted that, I'd be in my 20s. I feel like my hair's falling. It's like pulling. It's because it's getting longer. You feel it pulling when it's falling. I'd be doing heavy, but like I said, do what's gonna make you happy. Don't just do it to do it.
And for those that want to judge, is it like that person wants to look like that?
Yeah, she's happy like that. And all I care about is whoever you are, that you are working towards your goals and they're making you genuinely happy. Don't ever do something for someone else or what you think other people will view you more highly for. Because guess what? People don't give a shit about you.
Yep. That's what they say. When are you gonna have a kid? When are you gonna have a kid?
Oh my God, so many people. When are you gonna have a kid? Talking about when we had Lila. We were 8 years deep into our relationship before we decided, all right, now we want to have a kid.
And then we got one. When are you gonna have the other? When are you gonna have the other?
But who's in her life right now?
No one. Well, because of the quarantine, but besides that.
Before the quarantine, who's in her life? Nobody. You know?
So do you.
Do you. At the end of the day, only your small knit family cares. And you. Which is most important. Everything is achievable, guys. I say this all the time. It's all achievable. It's what you want and what you're willing to do to get there. Sorry. Now, this doesn't go to say that you shouldn't do more as a beginner, because having muscle and then choosing to slow down or maintain that muscle requires less work than it does to build the muscle. So if you're a newbie, don't be doing 8-10 pounds. If you want to have a little bit of bicep, if you want to have nice toned arms, you're gonna have to push harder, you're gonna have to lift heavier, and then once you decide, damn, they look good,
You maintain.
Bring down the weights, maintain. But don't take forever. If you're doing 8 pounds, it's not going to tone up your arms that quickly.
That's the most important part.
That is what?
Build it.
Build it.
Maintain
and
it.
then maintain it, mold it, shape it, do whatever you want. Because if you start off really light, it's going to take forever for you to get to your goals. Alright.
And that goes to
This
everyone.
is the goofy one, actually. So, no laughing at me. Sound is probably going to be off. Because you like making fun of the sound effects in this. When I have sweaty armpits, just imagine what it's
You're not sweaty, as the word when you did it.
And when I did it inside the house.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, punching, guys. Punching. I'm starting with 12s because if not, I'll do like 60 with those. Way too much work. So I'm going to start with 12s. Then I'm going to go with that, and then I'll do a little variation of punching. Woo! About 30 reps.
Doesn't require much, huh?
Lost my footing. It's the mirror. That's why I lost my footing.
Yeah.
Because I always look at the mirror when I do it. Fucking arms. That's intense. Oh, that's intense. Alright, this one you don't have to sit, you can stand. Sitting prevents any movement and creates an isolated movement. It's comfortable. So I'm gonna sit. Yeah, it takes about 40 reps. But it's alright.
We're just gonna show it once.
Huh?
We're just gonna show it once. Cause
Yeah, just once. Woo!
you repeat it what? 3 times?
Yeah. Woo! Ah, it's really nice for definition. Woo!
Third set.
Yeah. Ah! Be sure if you like these kind of videos to give the video a thumbs up. Comment below, love it. Lets me know what kind of videos you guys like, and I really want to get back into the groove, but the only thing that holds me back is feeling like I don't know what to show you guys. So, yeah. Let me know, one way or another. Alright, very last one. Raises, front and side. Oh, that bar is very close to me. Okay, I'm good. It hurts so much. Oh. Oof. You're recording me. Scratching my butt and you're recording me. He's keeping it real with you guys. I have an itch. Anyways, that concludes the workout. I feel good. I feel tired. They're not like super jacked, but I'm cool with that. I hope I cleared that up at least. But yeah. Also, my back is super shredded when I do heavy. I don't know if you can see it right now.
Yeah.
I hope not. You can?
A little bit, not as much as before.
Not as much as before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're getting there.
I'm getting
You're getting to your goal.
I'm getting to my goal. I just want to lean back, you know, like lean, toned with a little bit of muscle. I don't know why I built it up so much, because I could. It felt empowering at the moment, because I'm like, yeah.
But that's the
I have to
hard.
lift heavy.
That's what we're talking about. It's hard for you to stop.
It is hard to stop. Once you're like,
You want more
I'm lifting
muscle.
heavier than that guy and this guy, and then pretty soon you're like, why am I lifting heavier than every guy? And then you're like, I should probably slow down a little.
So that is the hardest part.
It
To
is.
know when to stop and
Because
chill
it's
out.
fun, and then it also helps you de-stress. But like I said, if it's going against what you want, you're never going to be happy. And that's important, because if you're putting all this energy to working out, to better yourself, to feel better, and you're not being happy.
But what's the same concept of like people
Waste.
asking you how do you get your butt bigger, but they're doing cardio every day.
Oh yeah, we've covered that. You're not going to grow a good size in your butt if you're constantly doing cardio. It's just not going to work out the right way. And then to build your glutes, you have to accept that you're going to have some fat on your body, because you can't have an apple bottom butt with, you know, really low body fat percentage. You can have, if you're one of the few that can get your body that lean to the point where your glutes are very shaped, but you're going to have like that glute look. If you're one of those few that could do it, maintain that all year round, if that makes you happy. But if not, you're gonna have to accept a little bit of fat, you know, to get that apple bottom. You're gonna get an apple bottom at all. If you don't got some fat and some jiggle. Everyone thinks my butt doesn't jiggle. It jiggles, because it's natural. It's natural. It jiggles a lot, and I'm cool with it. You know, at the end of the day, set realistic expectations, goals, and just reach those. Don't kill yourself for something that's not even gonna make you happy. Anyways, we're gonna end it here. If you enjoyed it, hashtag love it, so I know you love it. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to be subscribed. Hit the little bell right by the subscribe button so you're notified every time we post a video. And until next time, bye guys.
Let's go eat.
Let's go eat.